It's your boy Tratrizzy been busy and I'm back at it with another video. And today, this the Chiraq news. We're gonna be speaking over the crime that happened over the weekend and all that shit. Cause basically I supposed to drop this shit the other day. I went to sleep on motherfuckers. It do hit different, so we still gonna do this video though. We ain't gonna not do this video. So the weekend in Chicago was crazy, man. The reason why I'm doing these videos is because the murder rate and the murders that be happening, it don't be adding up. Even this shit, it said like at least 4 people have been killed and 14 more have been wounded in shootings across Chicago over the weekend. The victims range from 18 to 68. Now, the only thing I see wrong with this is because I was tweaking, right? I waited until Monday to report this, but I went to sleep or whatever. But I should have reported this on Sunday because they count Friday and Saturday. They don't really count Sunday. They count Friday and Saturday. And I reported on some of the murders that happened Friday. The thing that's crazy about this is I reported at least 3 murders Friday, and I know it was some murders Sunday. So I want to know how the fuck did they get with at least four? Who say at least four? When you reporting about murders in the news article. This is a news article. You supposed to say it was four. You're talking about at least four. That's leaving room to say we didn't say it was exactly four. We said it was at least four. So it was way more than four. Like y'all fucking up the murder rate. Y'all fucking up the murder count to make it seem like y'all don't need them people here, but y'all know y'all need them damn people here. So the headline over the weekend, which ain't even the worst thing, but this was the headline. I don't know why. The shooting happened at about 22:39 a.m. in the 5500 block of South Wentworth Avenue. This is right off the E-way. Like I tell y'all, do not stop in no gas stations from by the E-way. If y'all seen my How to Survive Chicago video, if you haven't, you can go click. I'll probably have it show up at the end of this video because y'all need to rewatch the How to Survive Chicago because you niggas is tripping. But 2 men were inside a vehicle heading westbound when someone started to shoot at them, police said. How is that? Someone started to shoot at them, police said. A man 28 was shot in the left calf and he was taken to an area hospital and expected to be okay. A 22-year-old man was shot in the shoulder and left leg and he was taken to an area hospital with serious injuries, of course. Yeah, it do hit different, man, when you just cruising and like I don't know what's going on. Like these shorties can't have that much of a good vision. Like what they gotta be doing is following these niggas from where they came from. Like they gotta be following niggas and then meeting up with them. There ain't no way you just catch a glimpse of a nigga in a car and you just know that's him because it's hard to see how niggas is. So there's a lot of backdoor shit and a lot of really 007 expect the gadget following a nigga sitting outside his crib waiting for him to take off type shit going on. So yeah, before I get into the crimes that happened over the weekend, because I'm gonna speak about what happened over the weekend. I'm gonna speak about what happened yesterday. So basically, I'm gonna put it all into one segment. Before we get into that, we had a situation that happened a little bit outside of Illinois. I mean, outside of Chicago. It ain't Chicago, but it's right outside of Chicago, and basically pretty much the same as Chicago. So
In other news here tonight, 3 suburban men have been arrested and charged with trying to impersonate police officers. Jonathan Capp of Wheaton, Andrew Knight of Darien, and Cole Sorrows of Woodridge appeared in DuPage County Court this morning. According to the complaint, they had agreed to, quote, dress like peace officers, and each wore a tactical or ballistic vest. Also, that the men each possessed firearm ammunition without a FOID card. Several other items were found in their vehicle. Prosecutors say they were planning to go to political protests on Saturday.
as y'all see, it's some dumb motherfuckers. They was decided they saw the movie Let's Be Cops and they thought they could be cops. So we got all type of crazy shit going on in Chicago. Like all type of crazy shit. There was another incident. I think this was downtown. Some motherfuckers was fighting some kids was fighting some older man. They stretched out all over the floor. They digging in their pockets, getting shit out their pockets. Let me let that clip play real quick. It's crazy shit going on, man. This is what happened since from Friday till now. That's all the shit that's been happening, and I ain't even reported on the shooting side. We ain't even gonna start all the way from the beginning. Cause I reported on some of the shit that happened Friday. We kinda gonna start from Saturday. We ain't even starting from Friday. We starting from Saturday. 53 in Shields. 53rd in Shields. Person shot. Caller says a man in a truck just shot someone. EMS is rolling. 2817 Northley Vet. Person shot. Caller says the brother just shot and killed the mom's boyfriend. Oh yeah, that was the last thing I reported from my last segment. All right, so now we coming exactly from the last segment. 51st in St. Louis. Person shot. Caller says there's a party going on. Shots were fired now. Female is shot in the chest. Stay away from these parties. And you want to go to the FP on the block, just be prepared to get shot. Do it different. 51st and Lemon, teen shot 18-year-old male was shot in the head and pronounced deceased. Condolences to him. That's like one murder. Let me see. Oh, not even, hold on. An update on the 54th in Shields. It's a 40-year-old female was shot in the thigh, pronounced deceased. A female got shot in the thigh and it killed her, which any type of shot can kill you. But I'm pretty sure she was probably not even the intended target. I'm not saying because she a female, because females be setting niggas up, but it don't seem like shooting her in the thigh was somebody trying to kill her type shit. So yeah, that's two murders so far. And they talking about only 4 murders over the weekend. But 71st and Calumet, person shot. 24-year-old female was shot in the leg. 84th and Spalding, person shot. Caller said she was being sexually assaulted. Then her husband intervened. Now the offender is shot. He would have been shot and killed. California in Lexington, person shot. 52-year-old male was shot in the butt, back, and leg 4 times in critical condition. Uh, Van Berea and Troop, person shot. Caller says their grandfather was shot in the ankle. Uh, it say man support. They supporting Trump and the ICE shit. No King's protests get into a serious altercation. Oh, so this is the altercation that I showed y'all. That's why they was getting their ass whooped. They was getting their ass whooped because they was protesting for ICE and Trump to come. And niggas ain't like that shit. It do it different. Father bless whoever reads this post. Or this some bullshit. 67 in Perry, person shot. Caller heard 30 gunshots. Now EMS is rolling for a person shot in a car crash. Do hit different. 81st and Ashland, the Bricks truck was robbed by 3 masked male with switches and extended mags at Fifth Third. They took 3 money bags. One was empty, the other two filled with $1 and $5 bills. Last seen in a white tinted Hyundai Accord. They stole that Hyundai. They do it different. But yeah, the crazy part about this is around this same time, like 4, 5 years ago. Now that was like 8 years ago. They robbed the same Fifth Third Bank bricks truck coming from that bank. So I guess they know that that bricks truck is sweet coming from Fifth Third Bank on 81st and Ashland. What that's at? I be on 80. I be down that way. Yeah, yeah. It definitely ain't sweet over there. That's right from when you come up under that bylock from the E-way, you pass Foreman Mills, you pass what's that, Church's Chicken or some shit like that, and you keep going down, going to that bylock to 79th and Ashland, and then you make that left. It's critical right there. Do hit different. 76 in Hosted, which is not far from 81st and Ashland. Person shot, 40-year-old male was shot in the hand. 68th and Perry update, the two people that were shot. It was a 31-year-old was shot in the back in critical condition, which was a male, and a 32-year-old male who was shot in the ankle. 52nd and Hoyne, person shot. 36-year-old male was shot in the head, pronounced deceased. That's 3 people. 69th and Prairie person shot 22-year-old male accidentally shot himself in the hand. He cheddar bobbed himself. It do hit different. Rogers and Winchester person shot. St. Francis Hospital reported a drop-off gunshot victim. 23-year-old male shot in the thigh. You know the crazy part about this? We got all these critical conditions and all that shit. We don't know if them motherfuckers survive. Not everybody who go in the hospital in critical condition survive and make that shit. Actually, the chances are 50-50 that they might not make it. It do hit different. But that's what happened from like Saturday to Monday. It do hit different. I just reported all that shit for y'all, gave y'all the you did. So it was probably, about 4 people that they listed that was DOA. So they say at least 4 because they only count who was dead on arrival. Anybody who died later in the hospital, they don't count that. You get my drift? Because in reality, they got shot on this day, but then they died on this day. So they don't count it. But it's definitely way more motherfuckers murdered over the weekend than what they be saying. But that's still a lot of motherfuckers to be getting shot and killed in one city in one little. Really, that was like one little area. I be telling y'all, man, most of the murders happen from like the 30s to the 90s. I be telling y'all, the 30s to the 90s is where the most murders happen at. Don't get me wrong, West Side be getting it busting. They used to be the ones getting it busting in the beginning. They slowed down, now they back getting it busting again. So the West Side do get it busting, but the majority of the shit that people be focused on outside the city looking in, it be the shit that be happening in the 30s from to the 90s. Do hit different. But definitely let me know what y'all think.